This is what can happen as a result of poor communication and poor understanding of the English language as an airline pilot. What's up YouTube? It's your boy FlyJV and welcome to today's video. I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of questions about how much English is actually needed as an airline pilot. Do I need to speak English? Do I need to be fluent in English? How much actual skill do I need in English to be able to become an airline pilot in the future? Let's dive into it. In 1951, ICAO made English the official international radio telephony language for aviation. Now, before the days of ATC and crowded skies, it didn't really matter. You get up in the air, you're in the sky, you're basically pretty much on your own. Today, the skies are getting more and more crowded. It's important for pilots and ATC controllers to have a standardized form of communication. On average, at any given moment, you have about 9,000 to 10,000 aircrafts up in the air. That is a huge number. No matter which flight you are currently undertaking, you will meet other aircraft. It's important for ATC to be able to, separate you from this traffic, and it's important for you to understand what that traffic says for situational awareness. It's not just about you, it's about the safety of your passengers, yourself, and the other people in the other aircraft. It is mainly two things: level of English and way in which the information is said. I can have one point to tell you right now, but there's 1,000 ways that I can say this point. It's important for you to have a precise, concise, and direct manner of saying things. In 1998, ICAO started taking notes of several accidents and incidents where the main contributing factor or cause was language proficiency. They started implementing new rules and regulations to basically strengthen existing relevant provisions about English proficiency and the way that it should be increased or improved, obligating contracting states to take steps to ensure that air traffic control and flight crews are at the adequate level to be able to communicate and operate in airspace where English is the main language. They have to be able to conduct and comprehend English radio telephony aboard an aircraft or a control tower. 2004 is when the compilation and implementation of comprehensive information about the English language proficiency started being added, mainly the structure of coming tests and the English language proficiency rating scale that you know today as level 1 through 6. To be able to operate as an airline pilot inside a flight deck for an airline, you need to be at least level 4 of English ICAO proficiency. From ICAO Doc 9835, level 4 means operational. It basically means that whichever first language or regional variation you have will sometimes interfere with ease of understanding, but will not completely impede with the possibility of being understood. Level 5 means extended, meaning that whichever influence you have from intonation and accents from wherever your first language is rarely interferes with ease of understanding. Level 6 means expert. No matter what language you speak and no matter which accent you have, it almost never interferes with ease of understanding. Now please guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what level do you think I am in ICAO English level? I'm curious to see what you guys think about my English, so let me know in the comment section down below. What level do you think I am, 4, 5, or 6? Like, comment, and subscribe before we keep going into the video, and follow me on Instagram while you're at it. Now the ICAO English proficiency test, is a written and an oral exam that will be assessing not only your ability to speak, but also your ability to listen and comprehend information. So basically what you can expect from this is questions. Literally questions asked by the examiner. You will not see him face to face. Most likely you will be behind a screen where you can only hear his voice through headphones. So he will be asking you questions and you'll have to answer. They'll ask you about your life. What did you think about your first solo flight, for example? What would be your ideal aircraft to fly, and why do you want to become a pilot, for an example? Then you'll have a listening part where you have to listen to a tape and either answer questions about that tape or explain what is going on in that recording, or even read back information as if you were a pilot in an aircraft that needed to read back instruction from an ATC control tower. You'll be able to take notes and you'll be able to read back that information to the best of your ability. You'll also have photo descriptions. For example, you'll be seeing images and you'll have to explain what is going on in the images, explain the urgency of the situation in the image, for example, if it's, for example, a crash or an accident, or just explain what you see to the best precision that you can. Okay, now there are 6 points that are important to know that you will be assessed on, and these are the 6 main points for language proficiency assessment by ICAO. And these points are the following: pronunciation, structure, vocabulary, fluency, comprehension, and interaction. If you get a level 4 on your test, which is the minimum score you can get in the ICAO language proficiency test, you will be able to fly as part of a flight crew for 3 years before you have to do another renewal and another test. If you score level 5, you will need to renew it every 6 years, and if you score level 6, well, thankfully for you, you'll be able to maintain it for a lifetime. It should be the thing that you strive for. Now, obviously, if English is not your first language, it is normal for you to get level 4 or 5, but you know, over time, try to practice your English, try to immerse yourself and just learn more and more so that the next time you take the test, you can get to the next level. I need you to visualize how important English is as an airline pilot. There are captains today who, when they have to renew their English language proficiency, they fail and they get grounded until they can pass it. That's very, very bad. Your English has to be to a level where you know you can communicate with people and you can be safe, because it's all about safety. Like I said in many of my videos before, aviation is all about safety. And if you're somebody who cannot communicate in English, you are not a safe pilot. It's that simple. And now that I've even said this point, I'm going to show you clear examples of accidents and incidents where people died, or not necessarily, because of English language. It's bad. Let's get into it. In 1990 in New York, Avianca Flight 52 left Medellin with more than enough fuel for the journey and progressed towards JFK normally. While en route, the flight was placed in 3 holding patterns, and due to poor communication between the pilots and air traffic control, as well as inadequate management of the fuel by the pilots, the flight became critically low on fuel, and unfortunately, the co-pilot used the wrong message about fuel shortage. The emergency was not recognized by the controllers as an emergency, and the flight attempted to make a landing at JFK. Due to bad weather, they had to do a go-around, and before even managing to attempt a second landing, the airplane crashed. 1993, China, 16 deaths. The pilot did not understand the English warning of ground proximity. The pilot did not understand the instruction to pull up. 1977, last but definitely not least, the Tenerife airport disaster between KLM flight 4805 and Pan Am flight 1736 at Los Rodeos Airport. On March 27, there was a fatal collision between 2 aircrafts at Los Rodeos Airport on the ground. This collision was due to many factors: a dense fog, lack of ground radar at the small airport, and several miscommunications between the KLM pilot, captain, and air traffic control at Los Rodeos Airport. And that miscommunication was due to the fact mainly that the KLM captain used some of the English words according to the Dutch language, but also due to the fact that they were trying to respect flight time limitations. So they were very, very go-minded. Essentially, the Dutch captain in the KLM flight understood that he was clear for takeoff and read back clear for takeoff, and started taking off when he wasn't actually cleared for takeoff by the ATC. Unfortunately, Pan Am flight 1736 was on the other hand of the runway. They collided despite many attempts of the KLM pilot trying to pull up before actual rotation speed. Every passenger of the KLM flight, 248 to be exact, perished, along with 335 of the 396 people that were aboard the Pan Am flight. It's not just about understanding the language, it's also about being able to communicate in a direct and precise manner, and having a phraseology that's standard, where even people whose first language is not English, such as in this case, can be understood. I suggest you learn English before you get into flight school, because poor understanding of English can be a big barrier when you get into flight school. Flight school is a moment where it's crucial for you to be able to understand meaningful information, because it's the basics that will help you along and throughout your career. So it is very key for you to understand these things at that moment. The best way, like I said before, to learn English to me is through immersion. Watch Netflix in English, watch movies in English, play games in English, okay? Friends who speak English, friends who are English speakers, force them to talk to you in English, okay? Take that seriously as much as you can. Download apps to help you learn the English language, and everything that you can do in English, try to do it in English so that you can actually prime your brain before flight school to understand all of this. Next, airline documents will mostly be in English. The checklist you do in an Airbus A320 and a Boeing 737, those are all in English. Flight crew operations manual, the FCOM, the FCTM, flight crew techniques manual, okay, the minimum equipment list, all of these and the instructions that come along with them are in English. If you don't have a good understanding of English, you will not be able to perform to the best of your ability on that aircraft. Poor communication in English is accident prone. And let me tell you something, if you go to a job interview for a pilot job and you are great in every single aspect but you can't speak English, chances are you will not get that job, man. That's just the straight up truth. It is also very, very important to speak English on the radio because it allows other aircrafts to have situational awareness. You're always surrounded by people. It is a team job. Not only the team that is inside of your aircraft, but people that are also on the ground, other pilots, okay, that are trying to avoid collision, that are trying to keep their own passengers safe. Everybody has to be in the clue box to be able to understand what's going on. And when everybody understands what's going on, safety improves drastically. Learning English is a continuous and ongoing process that is never static. As long as you actively try to learn and increase your level, you will make progress. Do not let English be the barrier between you and your dream to become a pilot. And also, do not let yourself be paralyzed by perfectionism. Get yourself to an acceptable level where you have enough comprehension to be able to work and study and start your journey. Your first goal should be to be at least level 4. But as a pilot, exposed to the cockpit and ATC environment, trust me that with time, your level in English will get better and it will get easier for you. It is because it is difficult in the beginning that it will be easy in the end. Short answer, yes, English is extremely important. Yes, you need to understand it. No, you do not need to be perfect at it. You just need to have level 4, which means you're able to understand and you're able to get your point across when you speak in English. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. It's your boy FlyJV. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and also subscribe to my music channel. I've got a lot of new songs that are out now, and I've got a lot of new songs that are coming out soon in the future, man. Also, follow me on Instagram. Leave a comment down below about which level you think I am in English proficiency, and I will answer you to tell you whether you're right or wrong. And guys, make sure to just leave a comment if you have anything to add or if you have any questions that you want to ask me. It was your boy FlyJV, and I'm out, man. FlyJV forever.
I'm going ghost, yeah. They trying to catch me, they wanna be me, yeah. I'm on the moon, I'm going ghost. They coming with me tonight. We on the move tonight. Party, we lady, we getting in the mood tonight. They coming with me tonight. We on the move tonight.